Bam! What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narik channel. This is episode 34 of the Streamline Podcast. And in this video, we are going to be talking about some kind of old news, but I don't care. I'm talking about it now. Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, as well as some news on what's going on with Wonder Woman 2. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know if I reviewed it or not, in fact, I did review that movie. I loved Wonder Woman. I thought it was a great movie. Had its share little flaws here and there, but as an interpretation of Wonder Woman, it was done fantastic. I loved Gal Gadot's performance as Diana Prince. She did a fantastic job. Patty Jenkins definitely deserves some applause because she definitely brought this superhero to the big screen in a very big and effective way. Now, having said that, I am highly anticipating Wonder Woman 2, especially what's been going on, what went on with the first movie. And also, I am a big fan of the DCEU. I don't care what most of the people I don't give a damn about what most people say about the DCEU. I actually like the direction. I like the tone. I like the movies. I like the fact that it's got the humor. I like the development of the characters. I like the portrayal of the characters and presentation of the characters. So I'm hoping they do continue to roll. Don't listen to the critics. Keep going with what you're doing because you're actually doing a really good job of it. And don't worry about Marvel. Marvel is doing their thing. Do your thing. So having said that, I have to say that Kristen Wiig being cast as Cheetah, I don't have really any negative thoughts towards the woman about the role because I've only seen her in one movie that I know of, and that's Ghostbusters. And I did like her in it, especially for some of the comedy, even though some of it was kind of forced, but a lot of it was actually pretty cool. So I'm like, I don't know about the woman. That's one of the things I can say. I really don't know about her as an actress. I know a lot of people have reservations about her being cast as Cheetah because she has played in a lot of comedic roles. And I kind of understand that reservation because if you have someone who's never done something like this, you know, it'd be kind of hard to just throw her into it. While Gal Gadot was cast as Wonder Woman, well, it wasn't really hard for me to see her as Wonder Woman because she played in, like, action-y type movies before then. She was in the Fast and the Furious. So she had that tough girl and had guns and fights and stuff in it. So she had a little experience or something like that. So she managed to pull it off. Ben Affleck is Batman. Yeah, Ben Affleck is pretty wide range actor, and I did like him as Daredevil, so wasn't really no issue of him being Batman. So I'm just thinking that this is one of those instances where you cast someone you probably wouldn't imagine to be play that character as that character, and you have to excuse the explosions. They're doing this stupid police training thing in the school back there. So you hear a big boom, that's what it was. I heard several of it earlier, and I thought the world was ending. Like this was Red Dawn or something. But as I was saying, you know, this is probably one of those instances where you have someone that you wouldn't think could play the role to play the role. They did it with Heath Ledger. They did it with Tom Hardy. They did it with, again, Ben Affleck as Batman. They do it with almost everyone that's just different and not what they would choose. And of course, they've all done a fantastic job with the casting. So Patty Jenkins or whoever cast her, Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, I hope you did a great job casting this woman. And I hope that she does pull through because Cheetah is one of my favorite characters in Marvel. I think she's complete. Nah, I say Marvel. I'm thinking of Tigra. Listen to the Civil War. Cheetah is one of my favorite villains in DC. So I like to see her done some justice. And again, I hope Kristen Wiig also brings that character, you know, get a great job playing that character. Look, I don't mind a little bit of humor, but I want to see her be able to be serious. And also, I want to see her be able to fit the role physically. So she definitely got to put some training in it. I'm not sure what the story is going to be between these two. I've heard that they said Wonder Woman and the Cheetah are going to be friends before her transformation. So that'll be kind of a really interesting aspect to throw on it, especially if they're friends, so that add a bit of a personal element to it too. Maybe Wonder Woman is trying to, you know, get to Cheetah Like, you know, with friends, you don't have to do this. Maybe it comes to a point where Cheetah gets jealous of Wonder Woman. Or perhaps the Cheetah character might get mad at Wonder Woman, blaming her for her condition. Or it could be she got mad because she found out that Gal Gadot's Diana Prince is Wonder Woman, although it's pretty obvious. And she's like, I gotta have that kind of power too, or I felt helpless, and you know, I got this power. You know, just there's a lot of ways they can go with that storyline. So I really do want to see this interesting dynamic between these two characters, because I do want them to be friends, to see how that goes down the wrong path later on in the movie. I'm interested in seeing only, like, yes, the Cheetah characters had several incarnations. Me personally, the one incarnation that I really want to see is the Barbara and Minerva one. That's the one. I know she was an archaeologist, got caught up in this ritual, and now she's turned into this cheetah thing, this cheetah human hybrid thing. Sexy, badass. But I'm actually interested in seeing that one. There was another one. Maybe it's the same one where she's got. I know the Barbara Ann Minerva one had the mane. I mean, it was her hair, but it was basically the mane. But there was the one where it's like this one right here, where it was like shorter, and I guess that's the same. That's the same one. But plus, I know there was a dude that was it one time too. But we're not talking about that one. But anyways, that's the one that I actually want to see. I want to see the Barbara Ann Minerva one, and see about the storyline that they got, the story and relationship going on between these two characters, which I don't mind. I really want to see that. Also, sorry about that. Like I said, Kristen Wiig, I haven't seen much of her work. Ghostbusters, and I did like her in that one. Do I have any other casting choices for this character, Cheetah? I would say probably Uma Thurman would be one of mine. I would probably say I don't want to say Scarlett Johansson, because Scarlett Johansson, you know, she's running through Marvel. But I guess her, because she's good with action-y roles too. I would probably go with Jennifer Lawrence as well. I'm not really sure. I look up a little bit while I'm looking at this. But there are a number of women. Maybe even Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt is great. Perhaps even Kate Beckinsale, Rona Mitra. You know, they've done some action-y roles as well. So I really wouldn't have any problem with them checking a role out. But like I said, I haven't seen much of Kristen Wiig. As far as my thoughts are concerned, you heard what I had to think about the casting choice for Cheetah. I hope that she does a fantastic job, and I think it's really interesting that out of all the villains, they picked Cheetah, and I think this is kind of going towards that whole feminism thing, because that's what Gal Gadot is known for. Not Gal Gadot. Wonder Woman is like the symbol of feminism, but I want to see Cheetah kick ass, and I also want to see her learn her abilities too. So it's like one of those moments where, like when she turns into the Cheetah. Is she going to like turn into the Cheetah like right off the bat? Is it going to be a gradual transformation? Is it her own ambition going to turn her towards evil? Is it the curse itself that's going to turn her towards evil? Will she die in this movie, or will she be seen in future installments? Because Wonder Woman and the Cheetah have a long-running rivalry, and I would like to see, you know, she don't get killed, so I'll see it later on in different. Later on in the series, hopefully. So there is that, and other people, and excuse me, again, as far as the Wonder Woman 2 info, we have Patty Jenkins, the director, is returning, so I'm glad to see her. I'm glad to see her success is building. Pedro Pascal is supposed to be in this movie, supposed to be in a key role. I heard that it might potentially be the son of Hades or the son of Ares. I don't know, but that'll kind of make it more of a personal story too, because she ended up killing Ares in the first movie. And by the way, Ares was badass. That guy that plays him is freaking awesome. I love that guy. How you gonna like somebody don't even know the name? But for those who don't know who Pedro Pascal is, he plays the main character in Narcos. He played that dude in Game of Thrones. I believe that he was also in the newest. What's that secret agent movie? Oh my gosh. The Golden Circle, Kingsman. Yeah, he's supposed to be. I think he was one of the characters in Kingsman, the Golden Circle, which I have yet to see. Shame on me. Of course, we have Linda Carter, who might potentially be in this movie too. Heard that she was in read that she was in talks about it. I hope they do. And I like when they have like a reboot and they bring back some of the original cast. And Linda Carter, for those who don't know, is the the woman from the 1960s show. I think it was the 60s show. Maybe it was 70s. I don't know. But it was the Wonder Woman show. And I'm quite frankly, probably back in the day, I might have liked it. Nowadays, it's just cheesy. But it would be nice to see those two on screen together. Potentially, maybe Linda Carter might actually be a person of relevance in the world of man, or potentially a character of relevance on Themyscira. But it just matters where they're going to go with the story, as well as her character. And did she play a cameo, or is she going to have a very important role? It's another question. Now, there were some talks that Steve Trevor might make a return, which is why the movie is put in the 80s, so he'll be an older gentleman. But I like Steve Trevor. He was actually a really cool character, and I love Chris Pine. I think he's a great actor, but I don't think Steve Trevor should return in this movie. He died. He went out in an honorable way, sacrificed himself. Let's just enjoy his memory. And plus, if he did return, it wouldn't make sense, because in the Dawn of Justice, as well as the Justice League movie, it seems like they've already established that he's dead. He was, because if he was still alive, they wouldn't just have that one picture. So he's dead. He's dead. He made a profound influence on Wonder Woman. Let's just go with his memory. Maybe potentially have like a memory or something of him. Fine, bring him back for that. But outside of that, no, he doesn't need to be brought back into this movie. The story is supposed to be at the end of the Cold War, and I guess maybe that has something to do with maybe the TV show, but that's wrong, because I think the TV show was the Germans. Yeah, it was the Germans, I think. So it wouldn't be the Russians. I don't know. I don't know. It's one or the other. But it's supposed to be set during the Cold War, which is supposed to be like during the 80s era. So that'll be interesting to see a bit of the espionage and see how by this time she has seen how she has gotten herself implemented into regular society. I guess you could say that'd be interesting. Do the people know of her? Is she like top secret? Is she like Captain America? Like the only people that know about her is like in the military or the higher ups or something like that. That'll be another interesting story. Would it be like Captain America, the First Avenger, mixed with Captain America, Winter Soldier? Like, where they mix those two in, where it's not, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I was to compare Captain America, the First Avenger, and Wonder Woman movie, like another one of those booms, I would say that Wonder Woman totally kicks Captain America's ass. And I like Captain America, especially when the movies that came out. So it's a very interesting concept to think about when it comes to this sequel. Let me see if I can find... Sorry, normally I would have some of this information now packed, but and plus, if it's gonna be if it's gonna, and this is another thing I'm thinking, if she's gonna be fighting Russians, what the hell does that got to do with Cheetah? You see what I mean? So it's a very interesting concept when they're gonna where they're going with this, and also will this movie have cameos from other characters potentially. Would there be Atlanteans in this movie? Would this movie lead off to Justice League 2? Would it lead off to Shazam or something like that? Like, are we going to get a cameo of any other character? You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Here you go. Here you go. The Cheetah is British archaeologist Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva, and again, Diana's character is archaeologist or whatever she is in this. Minerva is cursed to transform into a cheetah, a woman who hungers for human flesh, and hopefully we get a bit of gore too. I know it's a comic book movie, but maybe I'm not saying show her just like, but I want to see some blood here and there. She is sometimes portrayed as an old friend of Diana's who struggles against her unfortunate bloodlust. And the thing about that is, one of the things I'm interested in seeing about that is, okay, is it the curse that's going to make her bad? Maybe it's going to come to a point where she's like struggling against it and just says something happens. She says, "Fuck it." You know what I mean? So that'll be an interesting concept. Now, this guy David Callahan, who I feel like I should know who that person is supposed to be writing the script with Jenkins, and David Callahan has written. He wrote the script for Expendables 2. Did not like Expendables 2. I thought it was a shitty movie. Did he write the... Yeah, he wrote Doom. That was... Okay, he wrote Doom. He wrote The Expendables, which was alright. Expendables 2, didn't really like it. I did like... Did he write... Yeah. Godzilla. He did Godzilla, which the 2014 version, which I did like. He's going to be working on. Oh shit, he's working on Zombieland 2. Woo! That is what I'm talking about. Zombieland 2. He's gonna have some input on it. Zombieland was freaking out the chain. But as I was saying, guys, there's even a picture of. Somebody did a fantastic job of like painting old girl up, Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, and I'm going to show you this picture right here. Give me 1 second. It looks freaking amazing, actually, because at first I thought that was her. Snaps. Yeah, this episode of Streamline is all over the place. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? I do like that. I do like that picture of her. Now, this the one thing I'm kind of, like I said, I'm hoping it isn't. I'm hoping it's gradual. I don't want it to be she just transforms. But because if it's gradual, you can see she's struggling with it. You know what I mean? I can understand that she has time to accept the change. You can see her trying to reach out to Diana for help. I don't want it to be just all of a sudden, because it's going to be like she has to accept it. She's shocked. She starts to killing people. No, I want, and then it's like, and it also begs the reason. It's like, okay, if she's going to make this transformation, when she's going to start having like this hunger for flesh? Is it going to be during the gradual change, when the change is over with? Which I kind of believe. Want to be like gradual, and maybe I'm thinking maybe it should be the curse itself is kind of like influencing her to be an asshole, because if it's going to influence her to eat people and everything, then fine, I can see that. I can see that, you know, and I like that the yellow eyes, the black shit in the eyes. Let's take a look at this, make it a little bit bigger. I like that. I like that. I think is really accurate, and it looks really good. So I hope they might potentially go with this design. Now, another thing I'm also looking at and trying to think about, like, is her hair too. Like, should she have her hair, or should her hair start to kind of fall out to kind of go towards it helps making her lose her humanity, I guess you could say, because you have those pictures, like this picture that's right here, where she doesn't have the hair. You know, she doesn't. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have the hair. I mean, it's just the fur. So that's another thing. It's like, how far the design is it going to go? Because I want it to be an evolutionary thing for her character. But I've just rambled on long enough. But these are my thoughts on the Wonder Woman 2. And I'm interested to see, is Ares' son going to play a role in this? Is Pascal's character going to be the reason for her transformation? Is it going to be her going to be a reason for the transformation? Because remember in Suicide Squad, you had that one archaeologist that breathed in that stuff that turned her into Enchantress. Is this going to be the same thing, or will Pascal have like a ritual going on and she gets caught up in it? And what problems what influence Wonder Woman have on the transformation? Would it be her fault? Because remember in the Fantastic Four, the entire first movie, Ben kept blaming Reed for him turning into Rock. Like, would it be that? With that right there drive her hatred towards Wonder Woman? So that's another interesting concept that I probably should have thought of like 10 minutes ago. But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let me know what are your thoughts on the Wonder Woman sequel, as well as Kristen Wiig being cast as Cheetah. Let me know who you would actually cast as Cheetah. And also the direction of Wonder Woman 2. Where do you think it's going to go? Be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on the Narik Chase channel, guys. And we'll definitely catch you guys later. Remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do upload videos, so stay tuned. And without further ado, peace out.